Alright, welcome back. I'm on, this is going to be a continuous walk, 3.5 mile walk to the cotton gin and holly pond on County Road 1650, but I am going to break it up in about 3 to about 20-minute video intervals, so there'll be different episodes to this road walk. I don't want to I want to keep it more manageable and, watchable. It's kind of tough to commit a whole hour and 15-20 minutes to watch one video, so I'm going to try keeping about 20-minute intervals. That's one thing right here. I always thought this was really pretty right through here. They did a really good job, whoever owns this property, with the little bridges and the rock work. Has a little stream when it gets a lot of rain. It's really pretty. Kudos to whoever owns that property. We're walking straight into the sun, so hopefully I'm gonna go back and look at the footage of the man. That was pretty. If anybody in a city is watching this video and always wondered what a county road in the country sounds like, just watch it. And this road right here is a perfect summarization of what a rural county road is like. There's a lot of cattle on this road, but I'm not seeing a ton of cattle right now. If I see any, I'll pan over and let you get a glimpse of it. Yes, another thing about rural roads that you have to deal with is, I want this one to stress, know your road. If you live in the rural areas and you like to do walks, know your road, because dogs, you hear the barking, they're pretty far away. I've walked this about, between 75 and 100 times in my life. That's to Holly Pine, so I know the road, I know the dogs, but sometimes dogs can be a little come at, bark at you, snappy. Through that fruit bush is the cattle. They're kind of staring at me. Kind of freaked out by the camera, I bet, but they kind of give me the same look that the driver did of the car earlier. It's like, what is that guy doing with a camera walking down the road? Same look, cattle and the driver. Alright, and about right here, I don't know if you can see, but about right here, in about 2018, in this ditch on the left hand side, I did find a it was kind of a creepy little, like a handwritten note with a pencil. Kind of like this pan down here, just kind of lining the ditch right here. And I don't know, it just was written, it looked like tin, but it was like a styrofoam. And I found it in January of 2018 while walking to get a haircut. About the same time in the morning, I just saw it, went over there and picked it up, looked at it, and it had some like weird, you know, misspellings and everything. Instead, it said, think about your family, and it wanted someone to make a choice. Meet me here at this location, yes or no. And instead of think, it had think. Think about your family, which is a total misspelling. But I don't know, that was like one of the creepier incidents I ever had on this road. Just, you know, usually very benign, and you know, but it was kind of brought a bit of excitement. It's like, who left this note? What was it for? Why was somebody wanting them to meet them in some random location? And why just, I don't know, a lot of questions. Just kind of a little bit creepy, but you know, like I said, out of about 75 trips to the Holly Pond from my parents' house, it provided a little bit of a more different type of excitement than just a regular walk. And I'll put that in the video. I still have a picture on my phone. Saved it all these years, and I'll put it in the video and show you what it was like. It's a little bit hard to read, so I'll put text on up there too, so you can see what it said. But hopefully, I don't know, just an interesting little side note about my walks on this road. But I love the birds. They're so active this morning. I'll try to be a little bit more quieter, just so you can hear them a little bit better. I don't know if any of y'all are Friday the 13th fans out there, but I've always kind of been like a horror nerd, and I always kind of enjoyed just watching them, like TNT's Monster Vision back in the day, Joe Bob Briggs and USA Up All Night with Gilbert Godfrey and Rhonda Shear. But that's kind of where my love of road walks just kind of started, you know. The original Friday the 13th, that was filmed in Blairstown, New Jersey, and Hope, New Jersey, at Nobi Busco Camp. Just the, I don't know, this shots prior before they really get to camp, and the shots of like the character Annie walking into town, and then her walking on the country roads, and you know, Kevin Bacon and them driving down the country roads. That movie just had really good shots, really good shots of rural, you know, back roads and small highways, and that's where I kind of got my love for, you know, and desire to film road walks and stuff like that. I do enjoy hiking trails. They're more exciting, but I just really enjoy these road walks too. It's all because some cheesy horror movie from 1980, which, you know, I could just watch that movie. I could just watch the first 10 minutes of the movie and just watch them walking and driving into the camp. and looking at all the scenery, and then cut it off and not even watch the rest. But and along this road, you know, when I was growing up, there's a lot of like abandoned, that's one or two abandoned houses on the road, which have all been tore down. But you can see like old homesteads and stuff where they used to stand. Like they'll have one or two big oak trees around there and like an open field. But that's just like where old homesteads used to be. Try to move over to the other lane for a second to get out of the direct glare of the sun. But right up here in the distance, you can see two trees up along a fence line. For some reason, those trees, every time I pass by them on my walks, I just remember, you know, driving to the Holly Pond Public Pool on a summer day. I don't know why. I just, you know, if you out there watching have like a, you know, a walk you've done so many times, and it just brings back certain memories of certain times or places, you know. I don't know, this road just takes me back to the mid to late 80s when I was really kind of just, you know, growing up. And but for some reason those trees just bring back those memories. Now over here on the right, there's a fence line right here. No cows you can see right now. And over here on the left, there's a fence line. There, I see the cattle on the left today. They'll switch them out. You know, they have cattle on the right and the left, but I don't think it's the same owner. They're different owners, but sometimes they'll be close to the fence. And when I was young, I got stampeded by a cow. It like charged me and, you know, hit me with its head and threw me up in the air, and I got thrown up in the air, and then I hit the ground and it stepped on my ankle. I was like 6 years old when this happened, but you know, cows are usually very docile, but every once in a while I'll be walking along this road right here, and I'll be really bordering the fence line close to the road, and I get a little bit of nerves in my stomach, Just remember all those years back being stampeded by that cow of my dad's. But it was really my fault. It was had a young calf, and I was 6, and I was eating a piece of fried chicken, and I was going to visit my dad in the field, and I was playing like the chicken was alive, making the chicken sounds, and it charged me. But as you can see over here, through there, cattle through there. You might hear them move. And just another thought on this part of the road right here. This is another little memory. As I'm walking down here, this feels like I'm, you know, in elementary school. I'm being driven to school by my mom, because this is the road she'd always take. But another memory, just a young man growing up. During the summertime, he'd go to the Holly Pond public pool, and he'd always walk from his house to the pool every single day. He'd walk there, swim. They're open from 1 to 5, and swim till closing or close to it, and then walk back. And you'd always see him, you know, if you're driving this road in the summer, you'd see him most of the days walking back and forth. I believe his name was Patrick. But I notice every time I walk in this area, I just kind of think of those memories of just seeing him walk to the pool, him carrying his beach towel, walking in, carrying his beach towel and stuff, and walking back to his house. All right, this is the second crossroads we've passed. And this right here, if you turn to the right, it'll take you to 278 after about 300 yards. And take you to the left, he'll go towards the Holly Pond Fairview Road. But we shall go straight. We shall go straight. And I remember one time in 2009, when I was first really starting to get into walking this road, the old gentleman used to live here in the yard to the right, just right down here. There's peach trees down there by the fence line. He's out there just, checking on his peaches, and he stopped me one day while I was walking by, and I talked to him for about 10-15 minutes. Found out he was like the mayor. He used to be like a mayor of Coleman and back in the day, and all kinds of interesting things. It's just, that's part of what I like about walking. On this road, on this walk, usually you don't get stopped by people. They're in vehicles. But every once in a while, I'd stop and have an interesting conversation with someone. Just find out some things. Just find out some things, I never knew. And I just love to talk to people. And all here on the right is a little pond, and it's nothing special. Kind of like a dime pond, because it has the algae and stuff. So I don't know if it's dying or not, but you know, a lot of times you can see like storks and stuff, you know, landing there, kind of looking for like small fish, but they're not there today. All right, here comes one of my favorite parts. Just right down here. I'll go ahead and stop this video right here, and I'll pick it back up and tell you about this little bridge down here.